If the cover has a throw, you know it's time to go. Redfall, more like red falling asleep. I mean, $70 is quickly becoming known as the disaster price, and I love to see it. Hit the like button. Arkane Studios, did Bethesda make you do this? Blink twice if yes. Undercooked, unfinished, the tagline of Bethesda Studios. We have reached the 7th AAA failure, and we aren't even 6 months into the year. If you were to ask me which year is the worst in gaming, well, it certainly isn't 2014 anymore. But you know what? To be fair to Todd Howard, Redfall did meet expectations. Everyone thought it was going to be a disaster, and it ended up being just that. Wow, I mean, after looking at the trailers and gameplay, if only I didn't see this one coming the moment it was announced. The marketing for this game screamed stinker. Remember folks, AAA game launches are when you pay the full price to beta test the game. And the fact that Redfall is capped at 30 frames, I mean, that is just embarrassing. For me, the worst part is the art style. This game is just so ugly. Vampires in a coastal town in such a atmospherical setting has so much potential. They could have done anything with the art, but they went with Fortnite. I think, you know, the title Redfall is a subtle reference to the line graph of the game's hemorrhaging player count a week from now. The gameplay, the story is just so generic. The game looks like it was made by Life Invader GTA 5 hippies. I mean, just look at the f***ing AI. Holy sh**. Then again, how can anyone not see this coming? We have co-op, first person, and Far Cry-esque, along with being a looter shooter and stills for cutscenes. Duh. This is what happens when studios move from single player games to live service shite. I'm looking at you, Rocksteady. Now the thing is, Redfall's real battle is not with criticism from people like me. It's apathy, a fate way worse than hatred. You know, I thought Xbox was gonna start being competitive, but they're snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. I think Game Pass takes away incentives for studios to make a quality product. Because since the goal is not trying to vie for the customer's dollars and sell well, but instead to fluff up the quantity of games on a service to entice subscribers. For every Hi-Fi Rush, there's a Halo Infinite, and Recall, and Crack down. I mean, maybe this is the intersection of Game Pass and games as a service design philosophies. It's no surprise that the results weren't pretty. Not to worry though, Starfield will blow us out of the water with 16 times the bugs and 4 times the crashes. Joking aside, I'm actually cautiously optimistic about Starfield, but it's almost impossible to have any kind of expectation in today's climate. Here's a rule of thumb for all my viewers. Expect every game to be shit, and then you won't be disappointed. It's actually quite effective. It's bittersweet though, seeing people finally learn their lesson the hard way, one release at a time. Stop pre-ordering games, because it's become clear that publishers don't care about games anymore. They just want the money. They don't give a damn about you or me. They just want people to buy it, give them money, and then forget about it. Because when your game has a worse score than Forspoken, if you had any modicum of pride, you would walk away and never come back. We are going in an era of gaming where indie games are the new AAA games. Even though they might be short, they have much better story, lore, better gameplay, and performance. You know, I've said this before, but it's weird how during the last 6 or 7 years, the majority of games haven't improved graphically at all, but their performance has become increasingly worse, along with their bloated, generic gameplay. I'm just so happy that these AAA producers keep releasing unfinished, crappy, overpriced games. Why? Because it makes it much easier to appreciate moments where something decent comes along. And on that bombshell, I've compiled some pretty funny clips regarding Redfall, and I want you to sit through it and think about the fact that this is $70. Roll the clip, man, it's out.
see the whole farm from here.
Contact!
I can do this forever.
I am alive, I am confident, I am badass.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Win and tear until it is done. You're just
Be easier!
Oh!
I needed that.
That was my friend, you asshole!
Gotcha!
Oh no, death is imminent. A good thing I have my spin move, and good thing that they don't have any die move.
Oh, shit!